Thief. I'm so spoiled by the mechanics in Radical Red though. Like, there's so many things about that game I like so much. Okay, Thief 60 power dark. We could teach it to Growlithe. This is tough. I don't think held items are quite as prevalent in this game. And if we teach Thief once, we can't get it back, and I don't think we can reteach it or anything. So I don't really want to give it to one of the guys I'm using right now. Yeah, this makes using TM so much harder. It's tricky. Zubats. Okay, so we already fought this kid and we stole a Nidoran from him, which we could evolve into a Nidoking, because we got a Moonstone. This guy's gonna be too old to steal from. We don't have to worry about Sturdy in this game, because it doesn't do crazy stuff. Oh yeah, stealing this Cubone would have been sick. Love Cubone. It's one of my favorite ground types for sure. Okay, Machop. Yeah, these are some good Pokemon, but there's no way he's a little kid or an old man. But getting the Chopper Cubone here would be pretty sick. The only ground we've had access to so far is Geodude, which I don't think we can evolve the Golem this game. And we've got any fighting yet. Okay, so Mallow's level 11. I really want to get like Sleep Powder on our Butterfree. It'll make catching Pokemon a lot easier. I don't even have a Pokedex, so I'm not like trying to fill out the Pokedex, I guess. So maybe I caught a bunch of Pokemon I didn't need to. Okay, we got a Starpiece. Okay, any items we can find, just like in the wall and stuff, are really valuable. Because money is insane right now. We can buy Pokemon, we can buy TMs. The Game Corner TMs are so expensive, but like, I wonder if it's even like possible, but if we had enough money, we could buy Ice Beam for Vaporeon right now. Which would be absolutely insane. That's like a end game level of move on it. Okay, they talked about blue a lot, and I'm really scared. So maybe we should go like train. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a boss fight up here. Okay. I really wanted to get this Moonstone first, but I think up there is gonna be a boss fight, and it's gonna be like blue or something. Not sure how long we should grind before that. The most XP was on that grass next to Cerulean. Right, I think that was more XP than this area. We're just fighting Zubats here, which isn't great. This is why we bought Dig for 2,000. Just dig out, and then we can fly away. So many HMs already. Okay. How are we gonna beat Blue? How long will it take us to get levels this way? Maybe we just do some old-fashioned mega sped up grinding. For levels. I feel like we're really underleveled. We were fighting level 9s with like level 6s. How are we not one-shotting these level 4s at level 11? We're so weak. Definitely want sleep powder. Okay, I don't know if we're ever gonna use... Tackle is 50, 100? Since when? I thought it was 35.95 or 40.95. String shot's kind of weird. I like it better than Harden though. Stun Spore I like better than Poison Powder. Sleep Powder I like better than Stun Spore. There we go. You got Sleep Powder. That's good. Get another TM10. That's hidden power. Ooh, I don't have a good way to figure out what type of move that is. I think we just teach it to Vaporeon, and we're gonna have to figure out what type it is the old-fashioned way. The alternative is we could teach it to Butterfree. I don't think Butterfree does very well with it. I think Vaporeon will do a lot better. And we can get rid of, Tailwhip. Now we need to figure out what type that is, so... That's gonna take some good old investigating. Right, so this is a normal type. So if we hidden power it, so hidden power is not ghost because it affects normal. It's super effective against normal, which means it has to be fighting. That is the quickest discover what type hidden power is I think I've ever seen. So it's fighting type, which is interesting. Because fighting's not very effective against poison. Okay, you're not supposed to be able to figure it out in one attack. You're supposed to have to fight like 7 Pokemon and figure it out slowly. Be like, it's this type or this type. Then you gotta go find something that one of them's good or bad against and the other one's not. It's supposed to be this whole long process. I feel cheated. Man, fighting absorbed Pokemon with our Vaporeon is not the, it's not the play. How many battles does it take? Okay. We don't have the OP pickup that goes on everybody. Oh, we have another one. Okay. So we could also give Butterfree one if we want. Is Hidden Power physical in this game, actually? I just assumed it was special. I think this game is probably physical. Or no, it's, Interesting. Okay, I think they did the physical special split in this game. Normally, it's not until, the DS games that you split physical and special based on, like, individual move instead of based on type. But I think Hidden Power is special in this game. Which means we'd only want to give it to people who are going to do special attacks. Modest Butterfree is definitely going to do special attacks. But it's going to have a pretty tight move pool, so I don't know if it's going to use Hidden Power for very long. However, it's going to be better than Tackle, and if we got 2 in a row from pickup, I don't think it's that important to save. It's pretty cool that you have access to these, though. Meowth's early game are cool. If we get enough of them, we can test on, like, a lot of guys, because Hidden Power can give you really good coverage. It's going to be better than Tackle. Okay. So I'm curious to figure out what type that is at some point. Okay, so got everybody to level 12. We just bite stuff. Okay, Growlithe's our strongest right now, it seems like. Could evolve you to an Arcanine. I wonder... I really should figure out what move I'm waiting for him to learn to evolve him. Because I feel like it's a big power spike to evolve. When it comes to fire moves, you're just probably going to have Flamethrower. I don't know if there'll be any good physical fire moves in this game, even if there's a physical special split. Because I think Growlithe is going to be a physical attacker, not a special attacker. So we would have Flamethrower just in case it's super effective. We would have Extreme Speed. Bite and Dig maybe would be our moves, which we already have. Extreme Speed we'd learn from evolving. I think maybe we could just evolve you. Would be quite a power spike to have an Arcanine this early. Digs, Rotobites. How much should we grind so we don't lose to blue or whatever? Okay, we are getting kind of low. Wing Hand is bad. Okay. Another nugget. That's a lot of money. Wonder what other TMs we should get while we can. Having access to fighting hidden power is pretty good. I would love Ice Beam on Vaporeon, but that is so much money. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it's not very effective against Oddishes for this bush at least. This is not the best grinding bush. I guess we gotta tackle Oddishes. We can water gun everything else and then tackle Oddishes. If they're level 3 it kills, but if they're not it doesn't. Fortunate. It's not the worst XP I've ever seen. It's also really weird not having a level cap. That was nice. Okay, this is just a better tackle, right? Okay, so they buffed Tackle's power to 50, which makes Quick Attack not that. It's not just strictly better tackle anymore. Because this should be like less power and 95 accuracy, from what I remember. So, it's not as easy of a just get Quick Attack there as it used to be. But I think having access to priority move is pretty good. I'm sad our Growlithe doesn't have Intimidate. Flash Fire is okay, but Intimidate's so good. I don't think it changes abilities when it evolves either. Okay, so if we go out here, we kill like 25 of them, we get like 2 levels still. Which isn't the worst grinding experience ever. Could be worse. Okay, I really want to figure out what hidden power Happy is. So it's normal against normal, which tells us almost nothing. It's not fighting, it's not ghost. Okay, so against normal flying, it is... still normal. So that limits it a bit. Super effective, so it could be fire, Flying, psychic, not ice. So I think it's fire, flying, or psychic. How are we gonna figure that out? Okay, this will tell us if it's fire. If it's not very effective, then it's fire. Okay, so I think it's flying or psychic. How are we gonna tell the difference between those two? We could go use it against a Paris. Well, I really want to know. I gotta remember to check this more often. So if we use it against a Paris and it's super effective, then it's flying. And if we use it against a Paris and it's neutral, then it's... or not very effective, then it's psychic. Is that the consensus? Okay. Okay, so I think it's flying. Which means it gets stabbed, doesn't it? Because it's a flying type move? I think it would get stabbed too. Which means it's probably better than Confusion. Because it could be, it's between 40 and 60 power stab. That's probably about even to Confusion. So on average it would be about 50 power. But Confusion doesn't get stabbed, so Hidden Power is actually stronger than Confusion on Butterfree right now. Which is really funny. Okay, we already have Sleep Powder. Okay. I think we need to train. We need to train for like days to beat blue or whatever. Should quick attack. I think if we grind for to like level 20 or something, we can beat him. Which would take forever. Is it worth it? We could evolve Growlithe into Arcanine. We could teach Vaporeon Light Screen or Reflect. Those are both powerful moves. We could get the Mystic Water if we wanted. That could be useful. What else can we do to take this battle seriously? We could get our other 3 dudes or something to more levels, but that sounds way too grindy. I think Butterfree, Arcanine, and Vaporeon would have enough coverage. I think I'd rather get them a little higher level than get 6 guys a little lower level. We're already 15. We could be super tryhard and get to like 20. It's a lot of levels, but... Frostberry. Wonder if that's too boring. I think with Sleep Powder we can cheese a lot of stuff. We could buy X specials and stuff. I don't have... So we do have Sleep Powder. So we could Sleep Powder somebody and then, like, use the X items to make ourselves stronger. Save some time that way. Because if we do, like, an X speed plus 2X specials, we could one-shot everything, maybe? Not used to being able to use items in battle. Perhaps we should invest some of our money in items for battling. I don't think we can buy revives yet. That Confusion was sweet. So some level 5s we kill, some we don't. Watch him just be like level 12 and we just spend all this time grinding for nothing. I don't know, like, when you go through Mount Moon and you're, like, playing the game, you're like level 20 something, right? Or like at least high teens. So if we got like 3 guys to level 20, and then we had like somewhat decent moves, and we had them be evolved, that should be able to take pretty much anything the game throws at us, right? It's interesting. Okay, we're 15. I gotta figure out how to be more efficient on this pickup. It would probably be better to catch 3 Meowths, or 4 Meowths, or 5 Meowths, or something, and have them, like, get me a ton of items, but I think I'm doing, no catching multiple of the same species of Pokemon. Seems like a fair rule to enact here. But I do love catching a ton of pickup Pokemon and having them on my team early game, especially in games like this where it doesn't seem to be the pool of items you can pick up doesn't seem to scale with level of the pickup Pokemon, which they do in like later games to stop you from getting crazy good stuff early. But like if we're getting hidden power and nuggets and stuff at level 5, then it doesn't seem like it scales. But we are also getting berries, which are pretty bad. At least we can put some held item on our guy though. So we have an orange berry, and we have some like weird berries too. Might be useful. I don't really want to dig because it takes 2 turns. We just gotta notice when it's a Growlithe and not use Ember, because the 50% chance of it having Flash Fire. We can actually see if it has Intimidate. I do think this area gives me more XP than Mount Moon. I could be wrong. That'd be kind of a costly mistake, huh? Time-wise. There's no Dex Nav to abuse. Probably just gonna kill a shiny if I see it, which is sad, but maybe we'll be quick enough to catch ourselves. Now we gotta use digs on the Growlithe. We don't like using dig because it takes 2 turns, which is more time. Okay, 14. I think we should just get Growlithe to like whatever level we're gonna stop at before we fight Blue or whoever is there. And then I think we evolve it for the fight. Rare Candy. Sick. We could save some time grinding if we used Rare Candies at like level 19 or whatever. Or we could use it for items. It's probably better to use it for items. I don't know. I do enjoy the grind in Pokemon games, so it's probably a waste of time and probably not very exciting to watch, but I'm just doing what's fun for me. So we'll let that be the philosophy. It's so easy when there's like a hard level cap. Because then you can just stop when you get there. Okay. Cherry Berry, so we can stop Paralyze, which is cool. I don't think we're going to want to spend the money on Mystic Water and Shark Wool. That sounds like a lot of money. considering they cost 20k a piece, and we could be getting like hyper beams instead. Just kind of crazy. Growlithe with or Arcanine with hyper beam might be good. I think it makes me recharge and doesn't let me switch. I'm not sure, though. I think that's what it does, but if you could use hyper beam and then switch, that'd be pretty good. I mean, this isn't terrible with it being sped up. It's a pretty relaxing grind. Okay, you're definitely supposed to just like be as far as we are in the game within like 20 minutes of playing it instead of like 2 hours, to be fair. But you know, if we just rushed through the game, it'd be over in like 1 or 2 streams or something. Gotta make it last a little longer than that, right? Etcheberry. So we can get rid of poison, confusion. Paralysis. We can heal 10. At level 20, healing 10 is fine. Still not great, but it's fine. Tinted Lens is a really interesting ability, making not very effective moves hurt more. I forget how much more they hurt. Is it like they do 75% damage instead of 50 or something? It's an interesting concept. Because you could just have like one good stab move and have that be your only offensive. Just not care if it's not very effective. That's probably the play. Because Butterfree can get, we could do Sleep Powder, Supersonic, Double Team, and Psychic, or something like that. That's Butterfree's moveset. Okay. Ooh, Gust. Okay, so we're pretty sure this is flying, and we think it has 40 to 60 power. And this is flying with 40 power. Now it does have 20 more usages, which makes it tempting, especially since we're grinding. But it just seems like a worse version of Hidden Power right now. Ooh, another nugget. We're getting rich. Maybe we didn't need to sell our PP ups. I don't know. I feel like in the hyper long run, saving the PP ups was better, but when you get 5k early game and you want to spend it on stuff, like you could buy Dig for 2k, it's so hard to justify saving it the entire game. Is level 20 high enough? If we grind for 6 years and get to level 20, is that high enough to beat the boss fight that's coming up?